Oh, that a lot of the times it happens where it's really hard to blend both. Like you'll have a consistent workout routine and you do really well before you go on your trip and you're super excited, and let's say you're going to Mexico or Costa Rica, whatever, and you're like, oh my God, I'm so excited and I'm looking good, I feel good. But then you get there and then all you might be doing is partying or eating, and you kind of lose that workout regime or that eating healthy habits that you were on. So because you don't really want to lose that, I'm gonna share some tips that hopefully will help you keep those healthy habits going. So blending in both health and travel so you can have happy and healthy travels and feel unguilty, because you should be having a good time while you're on vacation, right? So let me just start you off. So pre-departure, before you're going on your trip, what is the first thing that you should do? So normally what I like to do before I book a hotel or whatever, I'll make sure that they have a decent gym, because if they have a decent gym, then I can get a quick lift, I can do a little workout. So even if they have something decent, it doesn't require way too many machines. And if they don't have a decent gym, or you're staying at your friend's place or an Airbnb, that's totally fine too. You can take resistance bands with you that are easy to travel with. They're really light and they take up no space at all. So you can just pack those up in your backpack. You can work out at the airport with them. You can really work out on the plane. You can work out anywhere with them. So, I mean, just keep in mind that some of the first things you want to do is obviously plan ahead of time. So, make a list of restaurants that you're gonna want to go see that have specifically healthy food. If you're a vegetarian, then, you know, vegetarian options, or if you're a vegan, that they have those as well. I like to just do a lot of research because I want to check out some of the best restaurants, or I want to check out some of you know, the best dishes from the local place that I'm going to. When are you going to be able to include at least 30 minutes of exercise, maybe 4 times a week? I don't know how long you're on your trip for, but you kind of just have to plan it out. So if you have your favorite like workout app, have those prepped and ready to go to just pull up and make your schedule. Maybe the day that you arrive, you don't work out and you go exploring, but the next day you get right on it, right? So you kind of just reprogram to every place. Like a lot of the times people ask me like, why don't you get jet lagged? And how do I just program to each country? Honestly, I think it's because I don't really make it a mental thing. I just adjust. If I land at a place and it's morning time, then it is morning time, and damn it, I'm gonna make the most out of my day and just readjust. When it's nighttime, my eyes are gonna close and I'm gonna go right to sleep. And then get up early and do it all over again. And don't think too much about the time difference. Just as soon as you start getting that thought, just replace that with a positive one and enjoy wherever you are at in that moment. One more thing for your pre-departure. I like to make protein pancakes, and I find those very handy for traveling because they're easy snacks that don't take up much space, and they're good to eat cold. I also really like to pack dried fruits or dried nuts, my oatmeal. So in a Ziploc, I'll mix like chia seeds, hemp seeds, protein, whatever else that I want to blend into my oatmeal, because it's such a quick snack, but it's super quick. And if you're in a hotel, or if you're anywhere, a lot of the times traveling in Asia, at the airports, you'll find like a water dispensers, and they have like boiling hot water. So I don't even need to go to a Starbucks and ask for hot water. If I replace a meal, it'll keep me full for a while, so I'll just make that in a little cup or whatever I can find in a hotel or an airport. Okay, and then once you've arrived at your destination, wherever you may be, one of the first things I like to do, which I highly suggest, is drop off your bags. So as soon as you drop off all of your luggage and you've checked it in, ask them for the nearest grocery store or open market or anywhere where you're gonna be able to access food quickly at a grocery store and is not a restaurant. So what I like to pick up there is water, big jug of water, a liter, whatever. I am aware there is always water bottles that are available to you at your hotel, and they're put out there for you, but there's usually tiny, and you need to stay hydrated. You're traveling, you're coming across a lot of people, you're getting on a lot of planes. You don't really want to catch anything, and the way to fight it off and to keep your immune system strong is to stay hydrated. So buy water regardless, even if you're staying at an Airbnb, if you're staying at a friend's place, you need to buy a big jug of water and just keep on hydrating. It's not only going to keep your immune system strong, it's going to keep you full a lot of the times. And then also, if you didn't pack with you your dried nuts, your dried fruits, whatever, this is the place to get it. So look for these things there at these markets. And another thing that I really like to do is get experimental. So get experimental with the local fruits that are seasonal, that are there, available to you in this country or the city that you are in. So enjoy the fruits. Pick up fruits that, you know, are probably going to be easy for you to have in your hotel or small room or wherever you're staying. One of my favorite fruits to pick up are bananas, because those are just easy, and also keep in mind on the go, like what is an on the go fruit, like an apple, a pear that you're just gonna pick up and go, because if you're like, let's say on an excursion all day or something, you might want to take this with you and snack on it when you get hungry, instead of like waiting until you get that allocated lunch break or whatever. When I go to the grocery store, some of the things I like to get are like almond butter and rice cakes. If those are available, they're a good little snack, they're protein filled. I will go out to eat at restaurants, but I do like to have these with me and accessible, so I'm not waiting up until I'm starving. So if your grocery store has pre-made salads, this is a good way to save you money. And it's also a good way to just stay healthy. That's just kind of what I like to do. Pre-made salads, hummus, rice cakes, almond butter. Super handy. Ordering at restaurants is a fun thing. You're checking out a new place, you want to get experimental, you want to try new dishes. That is all good. Do it. Do it. You're on vacation, live a little. No, but if you're on vacation and sometimes it's really not that easy to order and you don't know what you are gonna get, even if you really try, go for colorful and plant-based. But also avoid having anything that's going to be fried or too creamy. If you can't avoid the sauciness, then maybe ask to have it on the side instead of like on your actual dish. That way you can still try it, but it's just not like heavy. A lot of the times, what I do like to avoid when I am traveling is meat. So a lot of the times I'm eating like a vegetarian or a vegan. But this is because like I feel like meat will make me feel a little lethargic, and it kind of affects my digestion, and like I just don't feel like my metabolism is the same when I'm consuming way too much meat or meat at all. So, and it really just affects me. So I'd rather not like feel bloated or have any issues. In Asia, even though I've been traveling here for 2 years now, it's a little hard to get used to their toilets. So like I'm not quite comfortable. Like if you are eating a lot of carbs, so a lot of bread and noodles. In Asia, of course, there is a ton of noodles. So every time I travel in Europe, especially like Italy, I just feel like I'm eating a ton of bread, like pasta. Oh my God, I love it. I love this stuff, and I'm feeling so heavy and like not good at all because my body just can't. Keep a balance, you know, one or the other, or switch it up here and there. You don't need to have bread in all 3 meals. You don't need to have pasta all 3 meals. Well, try to take up a class or anything that is a workout class that is available or really popular in that city or country that you're visiting. So just stay active. If you are at the beach and you're taking like a relaxing vacation, there's always paddleboarding, kayaking, swimming, snorkeling. There's always so many activities where you can stay active, so you don't need to just like plant your ass like on the beach and not move at all. So you're always kind of keeping like that active lifestyle going. What we want to do is not throw it off so much while we're on vacation. So when you get back home from vacation, I know, sad times, vacation's over, back to reality. Well, you need to reset. So once you get back, all I really recommend is keep hydrating. That is the biggest thing. Drink a ton of water. And also what I like to do, and I highly recommend as well, is doing a little cleanse. So either soups or juices and smoothies, but doing a little cleanse to kind of take in a lot of liquids to flush out any toxins. It'll also keep your immune system really strong. That way, if you might have caught anything, or just to be safe, you don't get sick coming back, because nobody really wants to get sick. You already took time off of work to go on vacation, and now to request more time off or to call in sick kind of doesn't look good, and you don't really want to be doing that. So, I mean, nobody really has time to get sick. You don't want that. So to avoid it, I suggest coming back home, resetting, reprogramming, and doing a little cleanse. So if you like this and you'd like to see more tips, or you'd like me to share this checklist that we usually go through, comment below, let me know that you'd like to see it, and I'll create a PDF format or something to share with you on my blog for you guys to print out and just keep handy for your travels. Happy, healthy travels, my loved ones.